meeting of the Township Committee, May 20th, 2019. The notice requirements provided for in the Open Public Meetings Act have been satisfied. Notice of this meeting was properly given by transmission to the Star Ledger, the Independent, and the Two River Times, and by posting at the Middletown Township Municipal Building, and filing with the Township Clerk on January 10th, 2019. Committeeman Heidel.
Here.
Committeeman Sedembrino.
Here.
Committeeman Snell.
Here.
Deputy Mayor Fiore.
Here.
Mayor Perry.
Here.
Mayor Ridge. Mayor Rory. Mayor Ryan.
Here.
Mayor Cecilia. Mayor Christian.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Okay, very good. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
All right, Mayor's great. Lead us all.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
At this time, I'd like to ask for a moment of silence to honor the troops serving worldwide, defending our constitutions, freedoms, and way of life. Thank you. On tonight's agenda, our first item, we have recognition of the 2019 mayors for a day.
Little mayors. Yeah, right in front, right? Come on down. Yep.
Tricia coming tonight?
Mayor Ridge.
You picked their team yet? Yeah, that's
Mayor Ryan. Mayor Cecilia. All right. You're the star of the show. So, first off, this is probably the most fun you can have at a Township Committee meeting is getting to sit with our young mayors. And for the last couple hours, we've talked about quite a bit. Mayor Rory came with some ideas how we can improve crosswalks, but we all came with great questions. And these 5 mayors are all come from different elementary schools. We have Mayor Ryan from Lincroft, Mayor Rory from Leonardo, Mayor Cecilia from Village, Mayor Ridge, your baby, yep. And Mayor Christian, you're testing my memory. New Monmouth, I knew it. But all these great mayors tomorrow get to take these certificates that they have signed that officially designates them as mayor for the day. Perfect, Ridge. That's Mayor Ridge. That's exactly right. So we appreciate obviously you guys joining us. This is the most fun I have at any Township Committee meeting, is getting to share with you guys and getting to share the days with you. Because you guys are the leaders of your schools, right? And tomorrow you get to walk in, present these certificates to your principals, and your principals get to designate you as mayor for a day within your school, which will make you, I think, the most popular person in your school. So they're all going to come back up with us in just a second, but we'll take a picture all together, right? Everybody open these up so that your parents can grab photos. But we got to have a lot of fun today, hanging out in the mayor's office, eating tons of pizza, probably too much more than your parents would have liked us to feed you, and cookies. Yes, thank you, Mayor Ridge, and cookies. Some of the best chocolate chip cookies you ever had, right? But anyway, so how about a round of applause for our mayors for mayors, come on in. And as you've realized and as you've learned, you've mastered the smile, right? The holding that smile for as long as you can.
Your best mayor smile, ready? Perfect.
All right. So you guys can go back up onto the dais and we'll get to business, all right? Yeah, right.
Our first item on tonight's agenda, we have the approval of minutes from March 4th, 2019 workshop meeting, March 18th, 2019 regular meeting, executive session, January 22nd, 2019, and February 4th, 2019, and February 19th, 2019.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Committeeman Heidel.
Yes.
Committeeman Sedambrino.
Yes.
Committeewoman Snow.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Fiore.
Yes.
After much consultation. And Mayor Perry.
Yes.
Motion carries to approve minutes. At this time, we have a public hearing on proposed ordinance 2019-3255, an ordinance authorizing and directing the grant of a temporary work area easement on property located in the Township of Middletown designated as Block 262, Lot 5, and Block 265, Lot 60.01 to facilitate the Raritan Bay and Sandy Hook Bay, Fort Monmouth, New Jersey flood risk management program.
So now I'm going to ask any member of the public wishing to speak on ordinance 2019-3255. Mr. Watson.
Good evening. My name is Don Watson. I'm at 1 Collinson Drive. I was looking at this ordinance here and realized that one of these lots is a commuter parking lot. You know where the commuters go to park, because this lot is full every day.
I think, Don, this is just for the entrance area of that parking lot. The lot itself won't be totally
And I
covered.
realized in the whole lot,
Not the whole lot, just the one entrance area. They have to raise part of that up
that's like the east end of it.
on the east end of the right. There'll still be full access from Wilson Avenue.
Okay. So, the ordinance says that they're going to use it for staging equipment.
On that front section, just the entrance with the driveway over and south.
I was curious as to what type of work they're going to be doing there. They said they're going to be building.
They're actually raising, we actually have to raise the pavement in that area and also the pavement on Highway 36 as well.
Like 4 inches or something?
Yeah, just to bring up the elevation.
Okay.
It shouldn't last very long, it's a short part.
No, pavement is pretty easy.
Yeah.
I figured most of the work being done down along the creek and, on Main Street.
Well, this also involves the levee, the wall, the flood wall is going to be constructed parallel with Route 36.
Oh, no, from the creek.
Coming from the creek towards
So
Wilson.
it'll be behind
Behind the business, yeah, exactly.
All right, great. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Watson.
Any other member of the public?
Any other member of the public wishing to speak on ordinance 2019-3255? Seeing no other members of the public, move to close the public portion and approve.
Second.
Committeeman Heidel.
Yes.
Committeeman Sedambrino.
Yes.
Committeewoman Snow.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Fiore.
Yes.
Mayor Perry.
Yes.
Motion carries to adopt this ordinance on second and final reading. At this time, I'd like to ask the Township Committee to adopt a consent agenda, which would include resolutions 19-159 through 19-166, including bingo and raffle applications.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Committeeman Heidel.
Yes.
Committeeman Sedambrino.
Yes.
Committeewoman Snow.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Fiore.
Yes.
Mayor Perry.
Yes.
Motion carries to adopt the consent agenda. At this time, we have Township Committee comments.
So, I appreciate the members of the Township Committee deciding to yield their time in the interest of our young mayors who make their homework, have to go to bed, their parents want to get out of town hall, whatever the case may be. But obviously, I want to thank Mayor Ridge, Mayor Christian, Mayor Cecilia, my hometown mayor from the Village District, Mayor Ryan, and Mayor Rory. I want to thank you guys for coming. Just 2 notes that I wanted to touch on, and I appreciate the members of the Township Committee yielding that, is just 2 quick notes. As you may have read, the township received on Friday a $1 million grant that has been in the works for quite a while to improve the walkability of the River Plaza School and River Plaza walkway. This goes down Hubbard Avenue, and for quite some time, this Township Committee, before I was on the Township Committee, I was working on this project to really improve the sidewalks, the fencing, and the New Jersey Transportation Planning Association Authority, approved a $1 million grant for us to improve that area and with new fencing, new sidewalks, and tree removal. So that's just one thing I want to point out and thank everybody that worked on that. Tony, Ted, Colleen, Heidi, everybody that worked on this. A special shout out to Freeholder Director Tom Arnone and Assemblywoman DeMasso who worked very hard on this project. Second, and this is the final thing I'll speak about tonight, is obviously it's no secret that the township has been working on a new municipal complex. We have been in the works for this for some time now, and as many of you know who were here during that time in which we were passing certain measures to move forward with that, one of the part of the timeline has now been completed. We anticipated at that time and set forth a developer's agreement that we were anticipating a 5.1% interest rate, and that we were holding, and if it went above a certain amount, the township had the right to decide to move against that, moving forward with the new municipal complex. I'm happy to say that we have locked our rate on the new municipal complex at 4.1%, so exactly 1 percentage point lower than what we had anticipated, which I believe our developer has told me it would be an approximate savings of $13 million from what we had anticipated. So I just want to bring those two quick things up before we move to public portion, public comments. But before we do that, I'll once again thank our mayors for a day. Thank you for coming up. It's been one of the best days I've served as mayor, is getting to hang out with you kids for the day. Don't forget to take that proclamation into school tomorrow, have your principal sign it, and make sure that they know that you're mayor for the day. All right? So before we move...
Mayor, they should be able to get a day off.
I didn't let them sign that proclamation. Before we move to public comments, I'll just ask that we give our mayors for a day another round of applause. And mayors, don't forget your name, please, and your oaths of office that you've signed. Okay? Merry Christmas to you. All right. All right. Thank you very much. Parents, I just want to say, parents, thank you very much. We up here very much enjoy this, and we appreciate you taking the time out to bring them. So thank you. Everybody have a great night, okay? As our mayors for a day adjourn for the evening, I will, before we open it up to public comment period, just to go over a few things. Please state your name and address for the record. We ask that you keep your comments to 5 minutes. At 4 minutes, I will let you know if you have 1 minute left, and if you could kindly please begin to wrap up your comments. So with that being said, any other member of the public wishing to make a comment? Yes.
Mary Ellen O'Malley, 4 Indian Terrace. I'm here to get an update on the Indian Terrace grant award for road reconstruction. The last time I was here was May 6th. Ted felt that maybe in about a couple of weeks, T&M would have design plans ready. So I guess I'd like to know, does T&M have everything that they need at this point? What's the timing of the design plans? And have you had any exchange with them over how things are going?
I did. I met with them on Friday morning and we went over the preliminary plans they have in place. We made some changes on that and we'll meet with them again on Wednesday as we finalize the plans.
At that point, would you involve us? I think
Well,
a few of the residents want to take a look at the
Yeah,
plans.
I mean, when I see what they have, I'll get them to you to take a look at them if you want. At that point, we should be closer to the final plan at this point. And they're also going to give me a cost estimate at that time for the construction, so
On Wednesday?
I think so.
Okay, that would be great. Did they give you any preliminary feedback as to any surprises or any unexpected changes?
No, they did their homework with it. We had the pavement cores, we know the depth of the pavement sections that are there now. And they're designing it accordingly, so really were no surprises. It looks like it's coming along okay. And I'll let it show it to you when I get it.
And what would the timing be between, say, Wednesday when you approve the final set and then when you put it out to bid?
Well, we're going to discuss the bid schedule at this meeting and see what it looks like, but hopefully as soon as possible thereafter.
Okay.
Probably in June, maybe it'll go out, be advertised, I imagine.
You got it, Joe? You have to.
Any other member of the public wishing to make a comment? Yes, ma'am. You can pull it down.
My name is Marie Russo. I live in 6 Grand Tour in Locust. I just want to make a comment. I want to tell you all that because of the road condition, which has deteriorated so much more in the last couple of years, we've been waiting for it for 20 years. I understand it's been more than 20 years before the road was addressed. But what I want to tell you is that in front of my home is where most of the damage for me is being done. There is no large drain to accumulate the water, so it just rolls down and seems to want to halt a little bit in front of my house. With it, it takes rocks and it takes all kinds of debris. So I have probably more potholes in the curb and in front of my house than the rest of the street, although they are damaged as well. Okay? But I want to tell you that because of this, my property doesn't have a curb. And so therefore, people park on my lawn, and when they pick up debris, their apparatus, okay, also takes some of my property. So I see a large curve in my front yard, okay? So I took big boulders and put big boulders down there. And I'll tell you the truth, it looks terrible. Doesn't make it look nice at all. I'm just hoping that nobody, will park on there. Park there, and that will help it. So instead of it looking better, it's getting worse. And that's what I want you to know. And I'm very happy about that, okay? I lived there 21 years in October, but this is the first time that I've really been seriously disappointed and unhappy.
And I appreciate your comments. Thank you. We appreciate your comments. The one thing I will say is obviously the township, given the fact that it has moved, this body has moved to place capital dollars to fix this issue, speaks to the intent of this governing body to fix this area. Ted, I don't know if you want to make. I have a question for you.
There's just I know Marie, we talked about this a few times already, there will be a new curb, an asphalt curb in front of your property.
I have a question.
It's going to protect the edge of your yard.
Ted, I have a question.
That I would be happy to have as well as a good drain up at the top.
There'll be drains too, there'll be drains installed too.
Ted, what is our drainage limitation? That's a non-sewer area, correct?
The drain, well, it's a non-sewer sanitary, so I guess.
There are sewers for groundwater?
But we have we have a stormwater system nearby there, so we're putting tying to that and taking it all the way through Indian Terrace. It is limited really because it all goes into that pond there, so we're working on the drainage right now, hasn't been finalized yet, but we're going to try to pick up all those spots where we can along there.
And also to have the Ranger Road, it's with Park Road.
Partially paved,
Partially
a little bit of that road.
to hold back all that, the stone.
The erosion, right, we don't want any erosion from that road.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
My name is Joe Blackmore, Indian Terrace. About 8 years ago, I hired an engineer to look at the cul-de-sac because water was nothing on it. You may recall seeing it. And I was told that time something was going to be done. So I'm very pleased to hear you start to explain that something will be done there because it's continuing to sink. And I have a cesspool system, we have sewers out there, and that rainwater is going to be sinking. So as soon as you get the job done, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I'm going to get you next, sir.
You want to say anything? No. Go right ahead. Good evening, my name is Tom Gaffney, I'm from Lebanon, Grand, Florida, Locust. Mr. O'Malley, we've been Maloney.
Mr. O'Malley. I'm Mr. Maloney.
Mr. Maloney, we Irish.
Close enough. All
Mr. Maloney, a few moments ago you told Mrs. O'Malley that you expected bids to go out sometime in June.
Yes.
Is there going to be a timeline on the bid request proposal? And if not, why not?
Absolutely. There has to be, there's a contract time.
What kind of timeline would be expected?
This will probably be a 9-day contract term for construction. And I don't know exactly, probably 60 days.
I'm not talking about to start, I'm talking about to complete.
Right, that's complete.
It's 60 days for a bid, correct?
Well, it'll be advertised for 10 days in the newspaper.
10 days.
It'll be
I'm
awarded.
talking about the actual construction of the road project. Once the bid is awarded,
Yes.
what is the timeline to call for the completion of the project?
Usually, it's between 60 and 90 days from the notice to proceed until completion of the project, until it goes out.
So we can expect this to be done typically by the end of September.
Yes.
Yes.
That'll be in the bid
It
project.
has to be.
Very well, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Hi, Larry O'Gara, 3 Grand Tour, also here to complain about the condition of the road that's been horrendous ever since I moved here 10 years ago. I feel that the Parks Department should have a little bit of input with this They use that road constantly, every day. They're bringing equipment up through the Park Road. They just spent a fortune at the top of the hill. That road gets a lot of use and abuse from the Parks Department. They should have some input into that project. Redoing that road, they're in and out at the other, where the pond is, the causeway, they're in and out of that all the time. And also the causeway is a huge issue. That needs to be cleaned up and simply dredged out and cleaned out. Because that road, eventually, it's going to be a mess, and it's going to cost a major amount of money to redo that whole causeway there. Coming to $3 grand worth there. That's about all I have to say.
Thank you. Any other member of the public?
Hi, I'm Larry Messenger, and I live at 54 Canvat Road, which is not the same roadway, but still in Hartshorne Woods. I'm not here during the winter, but I came home, and I've been to the roads department 3 times in the last 3 weeks, because our dirt road has potholes in it so big I lose my car. Today was the 3rd time I went, and a gentleman came out, rather than me just making a request at the window, and he explained how busy they were, and how many dirt roads that we had in Middletown, which is 22, okay? And based upon the traffic flow on Canvat Road, I said, oh, now I understand, we're a low priority, okay? Well, I have a letter dated April 10th, 2014. It said, dear resident, the contract has been awarded for the Township's 2013 roadway resurfacing program. Included in this year's program is the resurfacing of Canvat Road from Hartshorne Road to 400 degrees north. The contract for this work was awarded to Meco Incorporated of Clarksburg, New Jersey, and is expected to commence within the coming months. I've spoken with Ted, and we're in the process here of getting easements and getting permits and getting stuff done to get our road paved. But it's very evident, we're in the own pit, okay? We don't have a lot of traffic flow, and we're getting very little done. And I'll just leave this letter with you.
Let me just say, Larry, it's 400 feet of road we paved in 2013. That was a separate project. We paved from the main road all the way 400 feet in on that. I don't know if you might not have been there at the time, but we did pave part of Canvat.
That first part?
Yeah.
Was that paid for by Middletown or by the individual?
No, it was by Middletown.
That was the very
As part of this program.
Okay. She claimed that
You would have received a letter from us if someone.
Canvat now, what's being proposed now is that Canvat is to be paid the rest of the way.
we can't even get road repair.
Well, we do road repair. We do a lot of repair out there.
You only do it when I come and I go to the office, and customarily in the last 7 or 8 years, you've been responsible within a couple of days. It's been great.
We actually do it more often than that. We do it as a rotating list on all our dirt roads, but as you know, there's been all rain and a lot of runoff this year. It's been worse than ever. But I'll get out there and check that myself.
It's been a month
Yeah.
since and it's the potholes and nobody.
We'll get out there.
Okay, we'll go out there.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Any other member of the public? Hello.
Joey Parsons, 5 Indian Terrace. Okay, so every time the county comes to patch the roads, they're worse. They get worse. Our cars are getting, our shocks are going every couple of months to get repaired. They are, and people have their houses on the market there, that's a deterrent. Because who would want to drive up this road and be bounced all over Indian Terrace? It's from the Carton House up to Marie's, it's the worst.
Well, that's what, and that is why we place this in our capital budget, so that we can take care of this issue. Not only the issue of the stormwater, but the issue of the fact that the road needs paving. And that's why I believe back in March, we placed this in our capital, in a small capital budget that we did, capital plan that we did. So I just wanted to obviously make sure that you knew that we've now set aside funding for this very project to take care of the issues that we have, from the O'Malleys have been coming to the Township Committee meetings to get updates on this project, and obviously have spoken quite a few times, and that's why Ted and this Township Committee, and Tony and Colleen have taken the action that we have on getting the funding to repave this road and fix the stormwater management that is required for this roadway.
Take a ride up there sometime.
Oh, I've been up there. Ted took me up, and I got a first-hand tour. Any other member of the public wishing to make a statement? Yes, ma'am.
I'm living in the 10 Indian Terrace, so it's the same topic. I just want to say out loud, thank you so much to my neighbors for addressing this. I've owned the home for 7 years, and I have a joke in our family that I have a waterfront piece of property. So it's such a large hole in the street that turns into a pond when it rains. So I really appreciate that. It's going to be addressed. I hope there will be drainage recommendations made to remedy that. Because my concern is also that it is a mosquito breeding ground.
Sure.
So there's also a public health issue. So thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you. Any other member of the public wishing to make a statement? 1 minute.
1 minute.
Just say you gotta come to the mic. Just state. I won't count that against her. Just your name and record, your name and address for the record.
Marie Russo, and, Mr. Mayor.
Yes.
I just want to, and the council to understand that we are, how do I say, we are pleading with you tonight to address this as soon as possible.
And as Mr. Maloney, and I appreciate that, man, and as Mr. Maloney has said, by September, given the rules that we have to go through the request for proposals, we will do that through a 10-day request. The engineering firms will come back, and we hope to have that addressed by September.
By September, that's what I'm saying.
But there's rules and laws we have to follow. Ma'am, I get the frustration, trust me. I'm the longest standing member on this committee, so I totally get it. I was part of that 2013 agreement on the other road that was mentioned earlier. We get it. We do have to follow the law and the process of open bid and things like that. But you have to understand this too, and I appreciate every neighbor who's come out to this meeting and others who have come out in the past. You're at the top of the list. There are 375 miles of road in Middletown Township, enough to basically stretch from here to Virginia Beach, Virginia, okay? I'm not saying that your road is, not in desperate need, and that's why we put it at the top of the list, but there are, and it takes a long time, and roads are very expensive, you know the whole dilemma, but you're at the top. There's nothing further we can do to expedite past what we have done. And believe me, there are probably 75 miles of other roads that are in just as bad of shape based on the way that the roads have just started to deteriorate with brine and this new process what they do in the winter by just throwing all that white brine and salt down, and it's killing the roads. And there was supposed to be monies allocated with gas taxes, and I'm not expecting it, but understand, you're at the top of the list, and there's a lot of residents in a lot of other places in this town that would trade in a heartbeat to be at that top. So we're going to do everything we can to get it done, but we can't do anything faster than the law provides at this point.
Mr. Fiore, this is what I want to do, and as with everybody else, sure, that we're at the top of the list.
Yes, can't push you any further up. Thank you. Any other member of the public wishing to make a comment? Seeing no other members of Leo, come on down. The price is right.
Good evening, Ms. Morgan.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Mayor Christopher, Middletown. There's a article to the hiding the 6 of you.
Brian. I'll make sure the little mayor's get a copy of it.
kids clubs.
What?
You handle the mayors with kid gloves, and I feel you treat you the same way.
Okay.
Okay. I have a little article from the May 6, 2019 National Review. I start with the part that's germane to you. You don't know how much it's germane to you yet, but I passed out through the Heidi's office a document that actually it's the title of it. State number 2137, State of New Jersey, 2018 Legislature, introduced March 15th, 2018. That's 3 months and 22 days before you got Alito to sign the unconstitutionality of the enforced speech and the enforced fee payments to labor unions.
Hey, George, what's happening?
I have a pause.
Sure. You too. Thanks for coming.
So this document of the legislature says, very end, towards the very end, this act shall take effect immediately.
There you go. Hang in there.
This document goes by the nickname Workplace Democracy Enhancement Act, and Mr. Van Ness is the one that introduced me to it, and got it to me through the Heidi's office. I appreciate that. The other document, well, this document, National Review, says big labor's fee collection numbers are dropping. They don't have a one-year figure from June 27, 2018 to June 27, 2019. Some institution has only two months. And so the numbers are increasing, and the unions are raising the fees. That's where you people will be involved when you get into, if you have anything to do with pay raises. That's where you're involved. They will get more money out of fewer labor, public sector labor unions. And this was only one union, but it covers all government unions that use this technique that's been used. The laughter curve that's referred to started with Ronald Reagan, a guy named Laughter, and he wrote it out on L-A-F-F-E-R. And he wrote it out on at a restaurant on a napkin, paper napkin. And it's true. The more you raise taxes, the more people will play. Well, I thought I had some interruptions.
We've lost it for a little bit.
So, just to read you from a couple sentences from this, and I'll sit down. I don't think I given you this. I don't want to burden you with homework, so I will not pass this out tonight. So here's the sentences. Third column at the bottom, 4 columns. Some states, such as New Jersey, this is a national weekly Washington Times, national newspaper. Some states, such as New Jersey, enacted laws in advance of the Supreme Court ruling limiting the window for government workers to stop paying enforced fees, preventing them from taking quick advantage of the High Court's decision. They give them 10 days, either the date of the birthday or the date they came to work.
Yeah.
I think it should be 365, but who am I? It's just one person.
Leo, I'm going to ask because your 5 minutes are up, and we did pause it during the time that many of the public began to leave. If you'd like, I'll let you pass that up to Colleen here. If you have copies of it, if not, you can bring it in, or I'll make copies for you.
I'm going to give it to Heidi.
That's fine.
And let her put them in.
Perfect. Thank you. Thank you, Leo.
Can I just read this one sentence?
10 seconds.
Some unions have resisted fee payers' efforts to stop, saying their current contracts require payments. So there's kickback.
We'll take a look at it, all right? You give it to Heidi, she'll get it to us. Thank you. Thank you
very much.
Thank you. Yes, sir.
Hi, John Spinelli, 91 Wilson Avenue. I have a few comments. First one is Middletown North hosted the track county meet. And even though I didn't run for Middletown North, I think it's pretty cool that we hosted the championship here. Second comment is I mentioned this at the Environmental Commission. If we could try to organize a community to do like maybe a few beach cleanups during the summer at Leonardo Beach and Ideal Beach, two Township beaches. I don't know if it's going on already. I just wanted to know what you would think about that.
Yeah, actually, I believe Ideal Beach Community Association did just actually host their beach sweep. But you know what I'll do is I'm going to connect you with the Better Leonardo Community Group. I would love to take part in something like this. Normally they are hosted by the neighborhood groups, Ideal Beach, Leonardo. They do tend to host beach sweeps. I know it has just passed. I'm not sure if they have set if Leonardo is doing one this year or not. But I can connect you with them, and perhaps it's something that the Environmental Commission can approach the Better Leonardo Neighborhood Group with that idea. I think it's a worthwhile cause. Yeah, absolutely.
Another comment is I see there's property for sale, kind of like an open field, right next to. Kind of adjacent to Leonardo Beach. I was wondering if, I don't know too much about the Blue Acres program, but I was wondering if maybe there could be a possibility that the township could work with the state of New Jersey to try to get that piece of property added more to expand the park of Leonardo Beach.
It's on the beach side? Where's it across the street?
Yes, across the street, yes.
We'll take a look. We'll take a look at the lot and block number and see if that's a possibility. It never hurts to take a look.
I'm just wondering, I'm not against, people building near the beach, but I do know, there's a lot of risk, hurricanes and stuff. And sometimes I personally think it's good to kind of, use some open space there, just kind of a little balancing.
And actually, we just recently, I can't remember what month it was exactly, it might have been in April, we passed a resolution, and I can forward you more information about it. The Jersey Shore Partnership is a nonprofit organization that advocates for beach replenishment, and we passed a resolution here supporting in this year's state budget, increasing that line item from 25 million to 50 million. And Kelly has written an article about it actually, because we get a $1-for-$1 match from the federal government to replenish beaches. And obviously, after Superstorm Sandy, as the deputy mayor knows, we invested a lot of time and energy and money into beach replenishment and doing hazardous mitigation to prevent the damage, but also increase the size of our dunes. Because you take a look at the different areas across the Bay Shore and across New Jersey, towns that consistently invested in the dune systems did not even to the most minuscule degree, come close to the amount of damage that places that had failing dune systems. So one of the things that we did was to advocate for that to be increased from 25 to 50 million at the state level. It's through through a realty transfer fee at the state level. So we've taken action to try and make that happen at the state level.
Thank you.
Thanks for the comments. Any other member of the public wishing to make a comment? Seeing no other member of the public, move to close public portion and adjourn. Second.
Mayor Kyle. Mayor Correa. Mayor Wilson Ave.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Corey.
Yes.
Mayor Harris.
Yes.